In this video, we will see how to insert different elements into the artifact. When I say different elements, what are those elements? The elements can be a table, a horizontal line, it can be an image, or it can be any other symbol. So, let us see how to insert those elements here. So, I will start with the table part. So, if I click on this insert table, I will get this floating dialog box, which will ask me what is the number of columns, what is the number of rows you want, what should be the width of the column you want. So, I will select, by default I want, let us say 4 rows, and I want as 4 columns, and the width should be 500, and I will click on OK. Before this OK, you have this unit in which you want. It can be pixels, centimeters, millimeters, anything. So, I will select as pixels, click on OK. So, I have got 4 columns and I have got 4 rows. Like in Microsoft Word, what you do is, or any other office tools, you can just keep on adding rows, delete rows, add columns, delete columns, or you can add cells, remove cells. Everything is possible here. Though in the menu bar you won't find this, but you can just right click on this place, and you see there is an option given as cells, where you can insert cells before, after, above, below, and so on. So, these are the options where you can merge cells and split cells also. Similarly, if you have the option as paste, you can just copy paste the cells, and you can insert, delete, select row, and few options here. Similarly, you can insert, delete columns, insert columns before, after, wherever you require. So, if I keep on creating columns, if I columns, insert columns, and I want to after, you see columns are inserted. Similarly, you can remove the columns. If I want to merge cells, I can just right click cells, and I can say merge cells. So, you see all the cells have been merged here. There are 3 columns, they have merged the cells of 3 columns. So, right now, and few more options like delete table, select table, like they are basic things which are given. Few things which are given here, inserting artifacts image, which I will show later in this part itself. So, what I am trying to say is, after inserting any element like table, you can modify by just right clicking on that option, right. So, that is one part. Next is, if I want to insert a single horizontal line, how do I do that? Simple. If I go to insert and there is a horizontal line, I can click on this horizontal line, and it will divide, it will just virtually divide these 2 sections, where it will be a text and a table, and below I can keep on writing some other section itself, right. So, that is horizontal line, that is very simple. Next is, if I want to insert any image into my artifact, I can just click on this insert image. Okay. After insert image, it will give me this kind of dialog box. It says, where is your image, which folder do you have the image. So, if you have kept image in any folder, you can just keep on clicking and select from here. Let us say if I click on this, I do not have any image which is present, but if in case if you have some image, you can select that image. Otherwise, you have one more option. You see there is an option as upload a new image. So, I have downloaded on the desktop, there is one image, that is mobile phones. So, I will just click on this upload an image, and I will browse to my desktop, choose file. Now, on the desktop I have this mobile phones image, click on open. Okay. Now, whenever you upload an image, it will create first as an artifact. That artifact, what type of artifact do you want? It says artifact type is business rule. So, I will say it is not a business rule, it is just some other artifact type. So, it should be, and let us say it should be some other artifact type. I will select the artifact type from here. Okay, let us say I will say as user story elaboration, kind of something I will say user story elaboration, and that is a file. Click on OK. So, it will be pasted under the folder as business rules, click on OK. So, you see that is the artifact created, that is number 2593, and the mobile image is created, and it is in the business folder. I will just click on OK. So, once I click on OK, the image which was kept on the desktop, it uploaded into this folder, into this artifact itself under the project. The name of the artifact was given as mobile phones, and that I have inserted here, right. So, this way you can insert n number of images into this artifact type itself. So, that is an artifact and the image is added. So, it is very simple and easy, right. Let us see the next one. If I go to insert tab, I have the artifact, which is a separate video while created, and the next one is inserting a symbol. Any symbol if you want to insert, you can just click on this symbol. There are so many symbols which are available, and you can select any symbol required. So, I will select this symbol, or let us say this symbol, and I'll click on insert and close. So a very small symbol will be inserted. This is the symbol which is inserted, and you can increase the size of that symbol if you want, and you can keep on increasing the size till it is visible. Yeah. So this way a symbol can be inserted. So I hope you have understood the different elements which we can add in the table, in the artifact. That's a table, horizontal line, image and a symbol. That's all for this video.